I hope you are hale and healthy for sake of God, isn't it? Or you have a grandparent at home? Yes, I know very well. You have a grandparent at home. Some of your grandparents are living in the village, but your parent take care of them, isn't it? They never send their parents at old age home. Few parents, because of their situation, they send their parent at old age home. Before we get into the lesson, I will say the story about old age home. Son decided to leave his mother at an old age home after his father died. One day, he received a phone call from old age home. On the other side of call was his mother in very serious tone. She requested him to come to visit her. Son went and saw that condition of his mother was critical. He sat close to his mother and told her what he could do for her. Mother replied that install fan in old age home as there were no fan. And also she told to give fridge for betterment of food because many times she had to sleep without food. Son was surprised to listen and question and asked her. When she was there so far, never complained. Then when she had a few hours left, why she was asked all those things at the old age home. Mother replied that she had managed with heat and hunger. When her son became old and his children send his son to old age home, she was afraid that he would not be able to manage when he became old. The son realized his fault. He cried with pain. Do you understand the story? Yes. Mother has undoubtedly a special place in our life. Mother who gave us birth and taught first lesson, how to walk, how to speak, everything. She is the first teacher of us. Always how we have give a respect to our parents, especially our mother. Especially your mother, you have to give a respect. As you can never understand how much your mother sacrificed for you. I think you guess what lesson we are going to learn. Yes, Unit 4, Supplementary Reader, The Aged Mother, which is written by Masho Pacho, Japanese writer. Is it clear? Shall we move on to the lesson? Today we are going to learn Unit 4, The Aged Mother, Supplementary Reader, which is written by Masho Pacho. Gist of the story, first of all, I would like to share with you. The country Shining was governed by cruel leader. The cruel leader sent out a cruel announcement. The entire province was given strict order to immediately put to death all aged people. This was very much difficult for the poor farmer. The poor farmer, and he loved his mother very much. So, the farmer prepared to give his mother the kindest mode of death. Just sunset, the farmer took a quantity of unwhitened rice. And he cooked it and dried it. He tied it in a square cloth which he swung in a bundle around his neck, along with a gourd filled with cool sweet water. Is it clear? In this gourd, that is, he filled the water. He lifted his helpless old mother to his back and started on his painful journey up the mountain. The road was long and steep. The narrow road was crossed and recrossed by many paths made by hunters and woodcutters. His mother was anxious as her son did not know the mountain many paths. So she dropped the pile of twigs on their path up to the summit of mountain. Her son heartbroken at this attitude of his mother. He brought her back and hid her in a closet beneath the kitchen floor. His mother proved her wisdom. Afterwards, the governor realized his fault, and then his rule he was abolished. Cancelled. Is it clear? Shall we move on to the lesson line by line? Unit 4, The Aged Mother, which is written by Marsha Pacho, Japanese writer. This Japanese folktale means village stories, is also known as another name called the story of the aged mother. It highlights its main pointers that the aged are short-witted. The aged person are witted means talented. It describes the love and affection a son and his mother have for one another. About the author, Marsha Pasha was born on 1644 and he has died 1694. He is one of the most famous poets of Japan. In Japan, many of his poems are seen on monuments and traditional sites. Still, we can see that his poems in his country, Japan. Pasha was introduced a poetry at a young age. When he was young, he has written lot of poems. So that is why everybody have known about him throughout Japan. He made a living as a teacher. First of all, he was a teacher. Later on, traveled throughout the country to gain inspiration for his writing many poems and novels. Because of the travel, he had got a lot of inspiration. That is why he has written lot of poems and novels. Shall we move on to the lesson line by line? Long, long ago, there lived at the foot of the mountain a poor farmer and his aged widow mother. Once upon a time, below the mountain place in Japan, the poor farmer and his widow mother lived there. Widow mother, you know the meaning. The farmer had no more father. That is why his mother was widow. They owned a bit of land which supplied them with food. They had a land. From that land, they have got food. And they were very much humble. Humble means very much respectful person. Who are their respectful persons? Farmer and his mother. Very much peaceful living and happy. The country shining was governed by a despotic order, though a warrior had a great and cowardly shrinking from anything suggestive of failing health and strength. The country, Shinano is another name of shining. The country shining was governed, ruled by despotic leader. Despotic leader means cruel leader. Ruled by in this country, who though a warrior, he was a warrior also, very much cowardly person. That is, he had thought that anybody else failing health and strength was waste in the living in this country. So that is why this caused him to send out a cruel proclamation. Proclamation means it's an announcement. He had sent an announcement to his country. The entire province was given strict order to what that proclamation to immediately put to death all aged people. What the proclamations came to his country, he sent the country to the people, all the aged people put to death. Those were barbarous days. Barbarous means very cruel days, extremely brutal days for those who were living in the Japan. Because all the aged people, he announced that all the aged people put to death. And the custom of abandoning old people to die. Abandoning means give up. Old people to die was not uncommon. So that is common for everybody. The aged people put to die. The poor farmer loved his aged mother with tender reverence. The poor farmer loved very much his mother, as well as he gave a reverence to his mother also. So, and the order, which order? That aged people put to death, that order made him with a sorrow, filled his heart with a sorrow. But no one ever thought a second time, that is no more, that is the second time, about obeying the mandate. Mandate means official order. No one to be get rid of that official order of the governor. So, with many deep hopeless eyes, he was very much sad. The youth prepared for, youth means the farmer, what at time was considered the kindest, the merciless mode of death, he was thinking. Just at sundown, it's in the evening time, when his day's work was ended. His work was ended. Whose work was ended? The farmer work was ended. He took a quantity of unwhitened rice. Unwhitened rice for food of poor people. So he has taken that unwhitened rice and cooked and dried it and tied it in a square cloth, which he swung and bundled around his neck, along with a god. God means a vegetable. That in that god filled with the cool sweet water. He has taken whitened rice and god filled with the water. Is it clear? Then he lifted his helpless old mother. That is why he has author mentioned that helpless old mother. That mother could not walk and do any work. So that is why he mentioned his helpless old mother to his back. He has carried, see that, to his back and started on his painful journey. It was very much sorrow up the mountain. The road was long and steep. The narrow road was crossed and recrossed. The narrow road never to be in a state. It's crossed and recrossed. Why that you know? Because many paths made by the hunters and woodcutters. The hunters and woodcutters used the paths. So that is why the road were crossed and recrossed. So he carried his mother on his back to climb the mountain. In some places they lost and confused us, but he gave no heed. Heed means an attention. He never gave up his attention. He had continued to travel up the mountain. One path or another, it matter not. It's never to matter of him to travel the one path to another path. Then he went climbing blindly covered, ever upward towards the high bare summit of what is known as Obatsiyama. The summit means it's in a top of the mountain, is called summit. So that summit is called a Obatsiyama, the mountain of the Obatsiyama, abandoning of aged people there. The eyes of the old mother were not so dim. Not so dim means not bright, very dim. But they noted the reckless hastening Hastily means very quickly from one path to another, and her loving heart grew anxious. That is, she was very much love his son. So that is why very much confused. Her son did not know the mountain's many paths, and his return might be one of danger. So listen, her son, that is her lovable son, after he left her in the mountain, he did not know the mountain's many paths. After to return to home, that is he did not know the many paths. So that is why she stretched forth her hand and snapping the twigs from bushes as they passed. She collected the twigs from the branches of the trees. She quietly dropped a handful every steps of the way so that they climbed. See, here and there she put that is in branches of the twigs. Is it okay? Why he put that is in drop the twigs there? Because that is after his son returned to home, is very much is clear for his way. It's clear. The narrow path behind them was dotted at frequent intervals with tiny piles of twigs. So he put that is in a group of twigs, tiny piles. Here that is a little bit twigs. He group of the twigs. He put it. Bundle of twigs. He put it there. At last, the summit was reached. They reached the top of the mountain. See, he collected that is piles of twigs. Weary and heart sick, the youth gently released his burden. What the burden of him back? His mother. Gently released and silently prepared a place of comfort. He made the place of his mother as his last duty, is a last duty of him, because he left his mother there itself. So that is why he said that is his last duty to the loved one. Who was a loved one? His mother. Gathering fallen pine. How that is he comfort for his mother? Pine needles. He made a soft cushion and tenderly lifting his old mother therein. He taken his mother with pine needles. He gathered that pine needles and made it as a soft cushion. In the soft cushion, he wrapped her padded coat more closely about the stooping shoulders and with tearful eyes. He wrapped means covered, her padded coat means it's a cushion coat, with the help of cushion coat, more closely about the stooping. His mother shoulder is very much bent. Stooping, aged person and all very much bend, So like this is called a meaning of bend, stooping shoulder, and with tearful eyes, very much sorrowful eyes, and an aching heart, he said farewell to his mother. But the mother, trembling mother's voice. The trembling means aged person and all is the voice is not at all to be audible, So that is why he mentioned here it is a trembling. Trembling mother's voice was full of unselfish love. It's a true love as she gave her last injunction. Injunction means an instruction. Let not thine. Thine means your. Old English is your. Let not thine eyes be blinded, my son. What he said, his eyes was not blind. It's very much clear. Even though his eyes was very much clear also, the mountain road is full of dangers. So that is why she put in piles of twigs here and there. So she said, look carefully and follow the path which hold the piles of twigs. They will guide you She said that is a guide for him to the familiar way for the dog to go back to his house. It's very much easy for him to get down from the mountain. Is it clear? The son's surprised eyes looked back. Now only he looked back over the path. Then at the poor old shriveled hands, all scratched. Her hand fully scratched. Whose hand is scratched? Why? What is the reason? Because she gathered all the piles of twigs, So that is why her hand was scratched and soiled, fully soiled by their work of love. His heart smote, that is broken him. Smote means broken him, and bowing to the ground, that is he bent down to the ground, he cried aloud, "Oh, honorable mother, thy kindness," thy means here it is your kindness thrust my heart. I will not leave thee. Leave thee means here. He never to be leave his mother there. What he wanted to say, together we will follow the path of twigs. Again, he has taken his mother to his house to follow the path of twigs, and together we will die. They wanted to die together. He has taken his mother to his house. Is it clear, all of you? Once more, he shouldered his burden. What the burden? That is his mother on his back. Now is in a light, it seemed, because before he has carried his mother was in a weight. Now is in a very light weight. Because what is the reason? Is the heart full of his sorrow has went away. So that is why his burden was very much light and hastened. Hasten means very much quick down the path. Through the shadows and the moonlight to the little hut, they went to their hut in the valley. Beneath the kitchen floor was a walled closet. The closet means in a cupboard for food, where they kept the food in the cupboard. In that cupboard, kitchen cupboard, he kept his mother there, which was covered and hidden from a view. His was covered and hidden. So, is it clear? See, he put his mother in the kitchen cupboard. There the son hid his mother, supplying her with everything needful. Whatever she has needed, he had supplied, and continually watching and fearing. Every now and then, he had watched his mother with a fear. Is it clear? Time passed, and he was beginning to feel safe when again the governess sent forth herald. So everything is over. Again the governess sent another herald means another messenger. From the messenger he sent that the messenger bearing an unreasonable order. Another order, the governess sent it. The herald, that is the messenger, bear that another unreasonable order, seemingly as a boast of his power. So that is why he wanted to boast his power. So another order he sent it. What the order? We'll see that next. His demand was that his subject should present him with a rope of ashes. What he demanded, that is what his order, he wanted to anybody to present him with a rope of ashes. It's very difficult to done it, a rope of ashes. The entire province, the entire country trembled with dread. Dread means fear. The order must be obeyed, but the order must be to obey, because that is an official order. It's a government order. Is it clear? So the government order only we are also now here to follow, Is it clear? That is why there also everybody is obeyed the government order. Yet who is an order? Shinano. That is Shinano means the Japan name is Shinano. It's shining. The country shining could make a rope of ashes. So everybody is obeyed to the order to make the rope of ashes. One night, in great distress, very much danger, very much sad, the son whispered the news to his hidden mother. That is, he whispered very low voice. He told his mother the news. What the news? That is rope of ashes. Mother said, "Wait, I will think. I will think." She said like this. On the second day, first day he whispered to his mother, and the second day she told him what to do. That is, he described. Who described? His mother described, make a rope, twist a straw. He ordered to bring a straw. Is it clear? That is, then stretch it upon a row of flat stones. In the straw, put it in a flat stones and burn it. And the straw, burn the straw there on the windless night. There is no wind that time. She wanted to burn the straw. Is it clear? He called the people. See that this is in a straw. You burn it. He called the people together. In front of the people only, he made it. Who made it? The farmer made it. Together and did as she said. Who is that she? His mother. Farmer mother said, and when the blaze, that is fire, had died, that is fire is no over, died means here is no over, behold upon the stones with every twist and fiber showing perfectly lay a rope of whitened ashes. They had got the rope of ashes. Is it clear? This is an ashes rope. The governor was pleased at the wit of the youth and praised greatly. The governor pleased the wit, which means the talent of the youth, and praised greatly, but he demanded to know where he had obtained his wisdom. He wanted to know where he had got his wisdom. What wisdom? The rope of ashes, he had made it, no? So that is, with that wisdom, he wanted to know. Alas, alas, cried the farmer. Alas means sad. The farmer cried, the truth must be told. It's a time for him to say the truth. So he said that his truth must be told. And with deep bows, that is, he bent in front of the governor, he related his story. He told all the story. What the story? He had taken his mother to the summit and come back with the mother and kept it in the cupboard, and he had asked the idea, all the story he told the governor. The governor listened and then meditated in silence. Finally, he lifted his head. Shining needs more than strength of youth, he said gravely. Gravely means seriously. Shining, that is country name, needs more than strength of youth. He thought that is, he needed the strength of youth, but that I should have forgotten. Now he had forgotten the well-known saying, with the crown of snow there comes the wisdom. Now he has realized his fault. The crown of snow means it's an aged people. You wanted to put in a crown. Is it clear? And there comes the wisdom. So he wanted to give a crown to the aged people. He wanted to appreciate the aged people. Now he has realized his fault. Now he has realized his mistake. Is it clear? That is, he had understood that the wisdom come from aged people. The wisdom come from experienced people. That every hour the cruel law was abolished. Abolished means cancelled. So the cruel law, what the cruel law? The aged people put to death. That cruel law was abolished. And the custom drifted means slowly into as far as the past. From the past itself, the legends remains. The legends remain means that aged people remain. The experienced people remain. From this lesson, we came to know God could not be everywhere, and therefore He made mothers. When you look into your mother's eyes, you know that is the purest love you can find on this earth. Treat your parents with loving care, for you will only know their value when you see their empty chair. Is it clear? I hope you understood the story. Thanks for watching. God bless you.